Hello, folks. I'm the Red Red. This is our adventure guild. And last we left off, the Guardians over here had just gone out and killed a ice ghost. And Eric and Alyssa here found true love through it. They now have a special bonus to chain attack whenever, basically 100% chain attack, and they get extra death resist. So, you know, that's nice. Everyone here's got their own thing. And we also put in Mizasa into training to become a disciple of the Azure Blade. So she's going to do that. If she fails, I'll probably give her a couple of potions of dexterity and throw her right back into it. But for now, we're going to be taking out some of our smaller parties who haven't been getting that much attention lately. We just want to earn some gold here, really. And there is this option up here to fight some elite enemies, but it doesn't pay very much. Honestly, it pays as well as fighting these. Yeah, and like, this is just exploring the map, yes, and we could try to avoid, but if we get into a fight, it's going to be a really hard fight. This, we will get into a fight, but we're over-leveled for it, and they're supposed to be weak, and it's just a bandit leader, or just a bandit leader. I don't know why I put emphasis on the leader rather than the bandit. I was just trying to say they're not anything like trying to hunt down this Spider Queen or this Ancient Champion where they have some kind. The Ancient Champion actually doesn't have that many tricks, but the Spider Queen does. So I'm going to take this. I think it's the best one from what I was looking at. Champions, it's your job. Grab keys, shovels, grab potions of all kinds of healing, grab a couple, not that many fire bombs. Go ahead and make your donation. Blessing of Knowledge is a good one for this. Max out your supplies. I don't want to run out of supplies again. That was just such a blah way to lose a quest. That does leave us with enough gold that we will still pay out even if we fail this quest for some reason. So I'm not worried about having to failing the quest. Like, we can back out if it somehow proves to be too much for us. And I think we're ready to go. We have a lot of training to do for 2 people, each in a different party, and that's going to put those parties out of commission for a little bit. I wonder what's going to come up with, like, things we can send them on assignments. It'd be very nice if we got just some things for the parties to do while they were having a team member stuck in training. Party met probably the brawniest man they'd ever seen. I'm pretty sure we've seen this one before. You look like you know how to handle yourself in a fight. 2 strong and medium adventurers. Custom to arm wrestle strong people. Accept the challenge. Wesley. Grace. Grace is more combat focused. Wesley is a paladin. Go ahead and reroll that. You only need an 11. We're gonna keep rolling until you get it. Grace stepped forward, accepted the challenge. Smile vanished from the brawny man when he realized he was having a harder time. Grace raised her fist triumphantly. It was just an arm wrestling match. Nothing to get excited about. Everyone gains a little bit of bravery. Grace is now an arm wrestling master. Yeah, I think it's best to put that on her. better than Wesley. I didn't see who else. I wasn't really paying attention to who else could have gotten it. Here's the bandit leader. Nice and easy. I mean, maybe we should have camped out before having this fight. Maxed out our bravery, but honestly, unnecessary. Who's the leader? You're the leader. Grace. Let go. Brad, you're the same. Priscilla, go ahead and rally everyone. And do a stealth step up here. Nova, can you haste us? Yes. And are you really like perfectly blocked out like that? That's nice. Go ahead, spend a couple bravery so that you can get a magic shield right here. And that'll be your turn. Zachary, go ahead, protect everyone. The bandits, we just need physical protection. You can then step over here into the grass. Wesley, how far does that charge reach? Just barely, not enough distance. You know what? Let them come to us in their entirety. Yes, it means this bandit leader is going to get there. I mean, it's just movement and initiative up. It's nothing. Crossbowman's not going to be able to shoot at you. That big guy would have been able to take a swing at you. That crossbowman doesn't do anything. Yep, this fight's already won. Grace. If you come here, flurry, and you'll fire stance, back attack you, then opening strike on you, and opening strike does go on to cooldown, so back attack doesn't have a cooldown though. Interesting, the choice between that. I was gonna say I would do another opening strike on you, but I don't want to spend that much AP to walk up and then attack. Maybe we could back attack that. Whatever, doesn't matter. Death from above extends range. I could instead just heavy arrow. And put one in you. Very nice. And then let's hide here. Wesley here can run up this direction, can charge you, and then can spend his bravery to shock, say, the leader. Prevent the leader from doing some things. Let's work together, Brad. It'll be easier if we work together. Let's see. I step forward here. Yeah, go ahead and delay your turn. Priscilla. Yeah, I remember. Wow, blocked. I was gonna say, I remember this throwing knife. If you kill with them, and we gotta spend a couple AP to get why? How? What are the chances? What's your block? Resistance, empowerment, block 20. Like, is that how does the block calculate? I thought the block was just isn't the block just a reduction so that Eh. Annoying. You know what you're not gonna block though? Very nice. And your lightning strike is 4 tiles. Not enough. I don't think you get anything more there. Go ahead. Does this add range? You don't have any poison. You can vulnerable. Oh, you can't actually reach if you do that. You have, as a thing, plus 30 physical attack because you haven't moved, right? You know what you're gonna do? You're gonna spend 30 bravery to put another arrow in him. Just a regular one. Because I forgot that you can't double shoot the heavy arrows, the big talent arrows. I know what to call them. Grace. Go here. Back attack. Opening strike. Spend the bravery. Thought the opening strike might kill. Then a later throwing a firebomb. Wesley. Blade of Light first. Then charge. And then smite. Actually, I don't think your smite did anything more for us there. Oh, and I don't have to kill the last guy, he runs. Take a little bit of loot. Continue exploring. We want to open this chest. Go ahead and just use a key. Take the loot. Grab whatever's here. Grab some herbs, and we're just gonna wander around for a little bit and grab some supplies because, I mean, we're out here, right? Might as well. If there's just things laying on the ground, we've already found the bandit leader. That was real fast. And, we can always use more supplies. We run out of this stuff so often, and part of it's because whenever I get the opportunity to level up a guild, I've been taking it regardless of whether or not we had, you know, stuff in the tank for us to spend. Go ahead. Ignore that. Grab this wood, this chest, and yeah, that's everything. So we can leave. Couple thousand extra gold plus all the little bits and bobs that, you know, might get sold, might not, might get used instead. Zachary got a level. It's all good. That one went well. Who's in a really bad mood? Misasa. So Heartache, Daryl is in love with Arya, but unfortunately for him, Arya does not feel that way. Daryl, fulfilled. You're Jane. You're Arya. Arya, do you have a relationship? Relationship descending? Daryl's just your friend. Preston is drunk. Chase and Adrian have become friends. Wesley and Zachary have become friends. It's a new week. Shen saw no potential in Misasa and refuses to take her. So let me go begin with Misasa. Where are you in this list? Down here. Let me start with buying you a drink. Please make me feel better, beer cup. Wow. And then let me check your feelings. Where are you? Here. You know what we're gonna do? I'm gonna go ahead. You know what? Let me double check. Not this one. Diamonds. Double. Oh. I guess we can't do it right away. Okay. Well, that has to come back around. Zachary gets his level up. All of these are assured. This is likely. This is not likely. It doesn't really help though. But I don't want to lose the intelligence. Zachary, you can learn another skill. Zachary, you can learn another skill. Let's try that again. You have this restore for the guild. 30 bravery. Do I want to use 30 bravery to do a second restore, or would I rather say, hey, sometimes we need some accuracy on everyone. True Sight can target hidden enemies. Can target hidden enemies. Yeah, that was the correct way to say that. I don't know why I hesitated. Anyways, True Sight and fine. Maybe these would be better here. And I put the attack spells the end of our healing. Tack that down like that. Yeah, that's a good way to structure that. I'll figure that out. Vulcan. There's a couple people we haven't talked to, but we haven't talked to you about your party. So, did you manage to meet your former comrades? Did. And how did it go? It went better than I expected. So they really wanted to talk to you, like I said? No, Guildmaster, they did not. Thinking about it now, if they did, they could have just approached me normally without the whole tournament thing. No, Guildmaster, they were still mad at me for everything I did and wanted me to know it. I'm sorry to hear that. I'm not. You might have been wrong, but your words gave me the push I needed to finally face my past. We've talked, Guildmaster. For the first time since I've known them, we've talked with each other openly and without any reservation. I listened to every complaint they had about me, many things I knew and some things I wasn't aware of. In the end, I admitted to them that I was a bad leader and that I would do anything to make it up to them. You know what they wanted from me? They wanted me to pay for the next round of beer. You can't imagine the relief I felt when I heard that. I imagined they would say it would be impossible to make it up to them. However, seems after getting it all out of their system, they were ready to forgive me just like that. I'm glad it worked out for you. It wouldn't have been possible without you, Guildmaster. Anything else that needs to be discussed? No, that's all. I'll be here if you need me. The trainees are still training, right? Yeah. Oh, we do have... Wait. Did I pass... Didn't I just check this list? You know what? This probably doesn't reappear until you click the thing to... I don't know. Because I thought I had clicked the message and then this wasn't here. So if I was to say, send Misasa right back to you. Wait, is she like permanently barred from doing it? Oh, no, she's drunk. Okay. So then merchant seeks bodyguards. Let's start Abigail. And, then you, Lot. That's a 100%. I don't think there's a party that needs time off at the moment. So a party that's ready to go without any touching. Yes, keepers. You are ready. How are you feeling? Yeah, you're feeling good. You're a level 12 party. Defeat 5 of enemies here. We can explore this cave. Again, I don't like the idea of you exploring a cave with elite enemies in it. We can explore this. If I was to explore this cave, it's long. This one is medium. They pay similarly. We get similar prize from it. Well, honestly, no, I'm not gonna. I don't want another death rate. Oh, wait, hold on. You guys are missing someone, aren't you? Are you? Yeah, Preston. I didn't realize that. So, I'm gonna tick the day over. Because we've got gold enough to pay for supplies. I'm not pressed about that. We can reroll that. Exact same roll. Jane, you're leveling up. Again, you can reroll that. That's better. Let me make sure to go, hey, go back training. Misasa is depressed. Daryl and Eric have become friends. Actually, you're not feeling that bad for being depressed. If I was to go, hey, Masasa. Oh, that's the titles. If I was to go, hey, Misasa, yeah, your party is all busy. So what instead I'm gonna do is go, hey, Misasa, I'm gonna go ahead and say we got potions here somewhere. Yeah, drink both of those. Now you're up to 50%. Go on an adventure. The writers can do that. And, we got a little bit of health there, that could be, but the keepers are now ready to go. As are the Rising Smoke. Let me go find a quest for someone. This hunt the target. This Queen Spider. Guardian's going to be in time for that. But not for the Ancient Champion too, unless we heal them. Which means I'm inclined to go... heal... and heal... and then, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 drinks. Elon, you know, they were very even. And if I recall correctly, when I give you another drink, it just rewrites the day. Does not stack. Lots of enemies, but it's nighttime. In the tundra. Let's go... Keepers of Peace, what's your party look like? Versus Rising Smoke. We've got Colton here cursed. But also as a bard. But you've got the Ranger here, Nella. I'm gonna go ahead and take you guys out on this one. Take all the supplies you can carry. Grab keys, shovels. Grab potions. Make your donation, Blessing of Knowledge, sure. Grab those. I'll guess, you know what? No, not those. We're going out into the tundra here, so I don't really want you getting wet, so you're not gonna take the water skins. I start here. Preston, you are the start of the party's list. Kristen, your 56 health is unacceptable, really. I'm gonna give you 2 of those. You already have upgraded armor. This armor gives you extra movement, Ornella, and I mean, it's funny because you don't actually need it. It's not the best thing for you. So I was to say Chilling Aura. What's this do? Reduces ice resistance by all enemies. Reduce ice resistance by 30, initiative by 50, movement by 1, but does not stack with chilled. Versus get this Ice Age. Gain the following frozen. Remove the burn. Wet status. Cannot act for the next X turns. It's removed if burn status is applied. So you freeze your enemies with this. That's actually pretty solid. Pun not intended. This might pair well with... You know what? I'm gonna go with the freeze enemies. And... you guys do technically get first pick of it. Although the only one that would use it is Elan. And... you haven't used your demonic shield at all, right? Discharge demonic shield just affects enemies. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and say you can hand that down. And Adrian, I guess you're gonna get it. And we're gonna do a quest out here in the tundra and hope... is Adrian not... wait, hold on. Tundra, 75% map. This is the correct one. Oh. Because I had the wrong party queued up. You guys are ready to go. I'm not going to say don't go. If I was to also say craft an Elderwood bow, let me double check here that there's nothing sticking out as third tier that I can craft. No. Champion. Yeah, no, this Elderwood bow is like the best bow we're going to get. Which is going to be a weapon here, going to you, Colton, because you do occasionally use your bow. And yeah, I'm just gonna send you out like this unless I see that I have like a ton of crystals, which I do. So let's crystal up your gear. Actually, it's just the things we can craft. Why can't I craft better Grand Mage robes? I'm looking for the equivalent of the priest robes. Archbishop robes. I just need regular leather. Archbishop, which now we're out of stuff. Let me sell one of these glasses, one of these cloaks. Ooh. Oh no, those I want to keep. We can sell these two and these two. I'm gonna sell I'm gonna sell all of these rings, plus this, plus we can sell our old stuff that's definitely not gonna get used again. Then, Archbishop robes, craft. I'm gonna go, you gain Archbishop robes. And crafting gear that we can. Wasn't there someone that I was really concerned for their survivability? Kristen. We cannot craft any more of the robes that you would need. Although you already had upgraded robes, so why was I thinking that? So we're gonna start handing out gems. Holy potency. Oh, I can't go to your page directly from here. We have to come back, and then I have to go, what do you have? You could use holy, like you do use holy damage to attack. So heal potency. Oh, actually, no, healing potency should go on a healer. You're a secondary healer at best. So it's Archbishop robes. Get us holy potency. And put a little bit of dodge on it, or dark resistance. Let me go ahead and say this heavy storm armor. Chase, you can use spell points if I recall correctly. Your Crimson Sword and Shield should include physical attack. It should include crit damage, chance to crit. Your Mithril armor includes accuracy already. Go ahead and include dodge. You've got dodge there. Frostbite. Healing potency and healing received are good. Physical attacks, good. Your staff is not worth leveling up. This Poisonous Fang. Give me more physical attacks here. And your Mithril armor, it already has dodge. Give me damage reduction. And then we can send you out, right? We were sending you out to this tundra here, pays well. We hopefully don't have to fight. It is swarming, but it is nighttime. So we've got plenty of supplies. We've made our donation for knowledge. We should be all good. Not skill bar, skill tree. I'm debating. You guys are level 12. These last tier here are 16. Yeah, I'm looking at the wrong tier as to what you can get. Lorraine, definitely not you. Debating giving them one of those skill potions. Chase. Are you your party's... You are your party's dedicated mage. Which... I mean, Colton... Oh. Hopefully you can't hear that in the background, but you probably can. Fortunately, nothing I can do about it. Colton... You... Yeah, you also have spells there. You have a fairly puny spell pool. But I'm just gonna have you go out like this. I'm not gonna sit here forever trying to decide exactly what I want to give out. This was one of the things I get a lot of decision paralysis. And that was one of the reasons why I started doing some of that off screen. But then I started back doing it in between things. Nice little tundra to explore. I don't want to get near those wolves if I don't have to. Let's check every corner and crevice. Because we need to get credit. That's far enough up. Come down this west side here. We got both wolves and going to camp. Spending plenty of supplies to start off with. Chase, you can prepare a spell. And I've got 2 points to spend. So Lorraine does have the ambush protection. We're stuck working together. Believe me, it's not feelings mutual. I'm gonna have you two do another one of those meals together. And an event here. The adventurer's path led them to an unexpected spectacle. Amidst the frozen landscape, 2 Jotun tribes were locked in fierce skirmish, waging war with thunderous roars and thundering footsteps. From their current vantage point, they were safe to not be noticed by the warriors, but could hardly discern any details of the battle. Yeah, get close. Study them. I did not realize that's a group role, but everyone is good enough that I don't mind making the attempt. Eager to witness the Jotun skirmish firsthand, the adventurers stealthily approached the site of the battle. They carefully navigated the treacherous terrain, their movements calculated to avoid detection. From a hidden vantage point, the adventurers observed the clash between the rival Jotun tribes. The adventurers took in the sight, mesmerized by the display of Jotun might and ferocity. The ground trembled beneath the giant's feet, and the air filled with the sounds of metal meeting metal. Among the Jotun ranks, brute force and sheer determination reigned supreme. The warriors lunged forward, their massive frames propelling them with astonishing speed. The adventurers witnessed the raw power behind every swing and parry, the impact resonating through the snowy expanse. They noticed the lack of magic and ranged weaponry among the Jotuns, combat styles they're either unable to use or do not favor. However, it was apparent that even without them, they were deadly warriors. At some point in the skirmish, the adventurers decided to withdraw, believing that they had seen everything they could. To avoid becoming collateral in the Jotun's conflict, they retreated silently, leaving the skirmish behind them. The first-hand experience had provided them with invaluable insights into the combat prowess and relentless nature of the Jotun tribes. Ooh, good chunk of experience. That's nice. Grab this. And then we're going to come along this southern edge here. Go ahead and lockpick that. Colin, leave someone else to do it. Honestly, you're less of a priority because of your curse. It sucks, but Yarrow's going to be a little bit more of a failure than, oh, I don't want to fight those. I don't want to fight anything. We just want to have a nice little exploration through the night. Party marched through the tundra. As the party marched through the tundra, the weather took a sudden turn for the worse. A sudden snowstorm engulfed the area and took the adventurers by surprise. Visibility plummeted as the swirling snowflakes obscured their surroundings, leaving only a hazy curtain of white. Realizing that they were in danger of getting separated, the party started to huddle together and walk in a tight-knit formation. Chase spots something in the distance. Why did you spot it, Chase? You have particularly high wisdom in the party, no? Huh. In the distance, Chase's eyes caught sight of a shadowy figure. Though through the haze of the snowstorm, it was impossible for him to identify what it was, but nevertheless, Chase had a strange feeling about it. He tried to alert the others to the mysterious being, but none of them could see what seemed to have alerted Chase. Focused more on weathering the storm, the others told Chase to just ignore it, whatever it was. Chase reluctantly acquiesced to his companion's advice, understanding that there were pressing matters for now. Step by step, they forged ahead through the biting wind and the treacherous terrain. Hours turned into an eternity as they marched on. The cold was starting to take a toll on the adventurers. They had been marching for what seemed like an eternity, and still the relentless storm showed no sign of subsiding. In an attempt to find solace or any sign of respite, Chase gazed into the distance, squinting through the swirling snowflakes, and there, amidst the hazy backdrop of the blizzard, his eyes caught sight of a mysterious figure again. Chase didn't know why, but he was sure that it was the same figure he spotted before. Chase didn't bother to tell any of the others of the sight, knowing that they would just dismiss it again. Yet, there was something strange about the figure. A strange feeling overcame Chase every time it looked at the figure. Every time he looked at the figure? A feeling he couldn't describe. I mean, your name is Chase, you gotta go after it. Against all reason, Chase felt an inexplicable and irresistible pull towards the mysterious figure. Something deep within him compelled him to chase after it, to unravel the mysteries that surrounded its presence. Without a moment's hesitation, Chase broke into a swift dash, leaving behind his bewildered comrades. Chase ignored the pleas and warnings of his comrades, and it wasn't long until their voices faded away, only to be replaced by the howling of the storm. The world around Chase became a muffled haze as he focused solely on the pursuit of the distant figure. Step by step, He carved a path through the treacherous tundra, guided only by the faint outlines of his goal in the distance. However, despite Chase's relentless pursuit, the figure seemed to remain frustratingly out of reach. Chase, you have neither the stamina nor the willpower to do this. Endurance or willpower, I mean, even, can you get a perfect 20? Like, oh. Chase steeled himself against the relentless onslaught of the storm. Through sheer endurance, he pushed forward, each step another battle on its own. The howling wind whipped against Chase's face, biting at his skin with icy fangs. The elements conspired to test its limits, to break him down, force him to retreat. Each step started becoming harder and harder. Chase could hardly feel his limbs anymore. And despite all that, the distance of the figure seemed to be even further than it was before. Chase started to question his decision and wondered if this were the place where he would die. Finally, Chase's consciousness started to fade away. As Chase slowly regained consciousness, he saw the worried faces of his comrades standing around him. The relentless storm has finally stopped, and that might be the only reason Chase was still alive. His body was a mess, and it proved even difficult to stand up with the help of his comrades. Chase felt stupid for the decision he made, but at least none of the other party members decided to call him out on it. His current state was punishment enough. Yeah, we particularly can't get into any fights right now. Check the map. Got a little bit east where these bandits were. Collect these stones. Go ahead and camp as soon as we're able. Get a hearty meal. Portland. Get a performance for everyone. 15% for 3, or 10% for 2. Go ahead and get us a night watch too. I don't trust you. Yeah, we know. You two don't like each other. Okay, let's head all the way east before going north. And then let's head up along this eastern edge. How hard is it to disarm this trap? Colton, you could do it in one. Although, we do have to just immediately return back in the direction we came. Let's check the map here. West will get us new territory. Go ahead and lockpick that. Lorraine, that'll be yours. Wow, crit failure. come around like this. Check the map again. You know, let's swing around this edge. A little southwest will help us. And let's head back, rather than risk anything. Everyone got some experience. Chase got frostbitten. Party exercise. Over here. Relationship between Karen and Chase. Karen apparently really liked healing Chase. Made them get along. Preston and Ornella are friends. Wesley and Brad. Wesley and Grace. Brad and Grace have become best friends. Mizasa has gained the following trait. She is now a disciple of the Azure Blade. So you get to become Swordmaster. Oh, I was saying before, I thought there were 6, and there are 6 of these master classes. So, Mizasa, you become Swordmaster. The adventurers that can learn new skills are the 2 regular ones, the 2 trainees. Chase gonna have to spend a week in rehabilitation. Honestly, Chase, maybe we'll just heal you. The Guardians are going to be the next one to go out, although the Keepers are ready. Well, Guardians, you're relatively happy. Have you had a drink recently? Yes, you have. You lot have not. A lot of you are going to be away for a little while, though. You are ready. But really... Oh, didn't mean to grab you. But really, we want to keep leveling the Keepers here, and because no one else is... They are, you know, at the 12 to go fight this Spider Queen. But honestly... If I sent them to do this, I'd just be very afraid that they'd get killed. And it's good training for the Guardians. Like, there are very few... I mean, this pays more in terms of experience. What is this? Snowstorm. Applying the chilled status effect on every character at the start of each round. What does the chilled status do? But in any case, these... I mean, we were doing these missions when I got that double whammy of one mission failed and then Ergon dying. So I'm just a little reluctant, and I don't know, maybe I shouldn't be. Maybe I should just go, hey, let's throw you right back out in there. Hope you don't die this time. I'm just... Tristan here... Get very easily one-shot. Although I guess, you know, that's the life of the adventurer, right? In any case, you know what? I'm gonna have... Let's talk with the Divine Messenger real quick. Hello, Guildmaster. Let's talk about your duties. I guess being the Divine Messenger of the Gods isn't easy, is it? I'd be lying if I said it was. But it's my duty. And when we finally get the witch, then the gods might not require me as much anymore. It would be like a vacation. Do you have any other interesting topics? No, that's all. Hope to see you soon. And, Talk to the blacksmith. Khan didn't have anything. You. Vincent. Wonderful to meet you again, Master. Guildmaster, Divine Messenger. The Divine Messenger? To think that they would come where I might lay eyes on the Divine Messenger herself. She's been here for weeks. You seem awfully excited about it. Of course I am. How could you not? She is the chosen of the gods. If there is any person who could be considered a main character in life, then it would be her. I need to prepare a song for her. Something fitting for a person of her stature. I know. I'll write a song that describes her transcendent beauty and her infinite wisdom. Can you do that when you've never seen her? Unimportant details, Guildmaster. I'm still all ears, Guildmaster. That's all. I think you just gave me inspiration for a song. We do also have the opening slot for new party here. I'm only going to take the best of the best. Optimus. Glutton is a neutral, technically. I see Gideon here. He's kind, he's organized, he's quick. If I check your details and attribute growth, your wisdom, it's just not enough growth for you to become a paladin. Although maybe I shouldn't be, you know, I don't know why, but the trait, there's some part of my brain that says you unlock this tree. Of course it's going to be better than everything else. Gain wisdom, but reduce willpower. Your wisdom is your mana pool. Hannah. Eagle Eye. I mean, if I go to a regular member, I can check your things from here. If I go to a regular member, set class goal, and go Bard, I just have to hover. It's Dex and Willpower. So Hannah, that wisdom, and you literally taking a minus to willpower. Eagle Eye does give you Dex growth. Maybe I'd switch you to another class with more willpower growth halfway through your training. Although I'm never going to remember to do that. Maybe I just set you to a class that has more willpower growth from the beginning. Your dex is already high. So you don't need a lot of growth in it. Because you would become a bard that way, and so the bards, I'm not really using a lot of their, like, a lot of their things don't use a lot of mana. No one there jumped out at me. Anyways, we're gonna send out the Guardians next time. We're still looking to... I'm looking to push them up to at least... these four at least to 18. Just because there's very little reason not to. It would make a lot of sense. Rook. Someone needs to become... I need to start handing out these final titles too. I've only got a couple of them left. But all of that will be next time. If you've enjoyed this Let's Play so far, go ahead and leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe if you want to see more, and I'll see you next time on our Adventure Guild.